Welcome to Watch Anime Recap. The sauce for this forbidden anime will be on the pinned comment below. Just keep your eyes peeled. If you don't know where to watch this anime, then Google is the way. Before we begin, all tummy aches experienced in making this recap were harmless and already treated accordingly. Enjoy! Our story begins with Tsutomu waking up to his sister-in-law Mai, nagging him about still being in bed when it's already morning. Tsutomu gets startled when he sees Mai just wearing a towel. He quickly holds onto his blanket like his life depended on it because something is rising underneath, and it sure as hell isn't the shield hero. Tsutomu later complains that his brother shouldn't have left Mai to take care of their business and baby alone. He claims that isn't how a husband should act, and that he would never do that. Mai brushes it off, saying that Tsutomu is too young to understand what's happening with his brother. She then tells him to help her with chores in the store after school. While Tsutomu helps in the flower store, he can't take his eyes off Mai. She eventually notices him and asks if something is wrong. He says he's only admiring her amazing florist skills, and Mai says it's only natural because she's a pro. Mai leaves to make a delivery, and Tsutomu is left bored, watching the store alone. He sees a beautiful red-haired girl outside and assumes she's the new employee, so he greets her. The girl introduces herself as Kozu, and her florist skills fluster Tsutomu. Mai returns from her delivery and greets Kozu, but their conversation gets interrupted when Mei's husband calls her. Mai suddenly gets excited after learning her husband will return home that night. When Tsutomu returns home from school later, he finds Mai drinking. It turns out her husband broke his word, and now she's disappointed. Since he feels sorry for her, Tsutomu tries to make Mai stop drinking by taking her drink. She tries to get it back but falls on Tsutomu since she's already tipsy. While Mai tries to vent her frustration, Tsutomu suddenly kisses her out of nowhere. Tsutomu realizes he overstepped his boundaries and apologizes to Mai, but she says there's nothing to apologize for. Since he is a good brother, Tsutomu tries to confess his true feelings for Mai first. However, it just goes over his sister-in-law's head because she is already focused on testing what he's made of. Mai gets to work on Tsutomu, and her amazing skills make him quickly get a stomachache. Tsutomu apologizes for his weakness, but she says he should stop apologizing. Mai then lets Tsutomu take the wheel, and the two have their steamy night. In the morning, Tsutomu tries to cuddle with Mai, saying he wants to know if what happened last night was only a dream or not. Returning to her senses, Mai quickly gets up and says they should forget what happened. She says they should treat it as a dream and nothing more. Things get awkward between the two as they stop talking to each other and even avoid making eye contact. Kozu notices it and asks Mai if something has happened between her and Tsutomu. Mai says nothing is wrong and that they're always like that. Kozu tells Mai that she'll be happy to hear her out if she wants to get something off her chest. Later that night, Mai starts getting lonely again. She thinks about visiting Tsutomu in his room but changes her mind. However, loneliness gets the better of her, and her thirst for Tsutomu starts leaking out. Tsutomu hears Mai calling out his name outside but doesn't open it since he respects her wishes. Mai returns to her room and settles for the good old-fashioned self-service. She starts feeling terrified that she can no longer stop thinking about her brother-in-law. Then, she gets a call from her husband, who is checking up on how everyone is doing. Tsutomu, who is now eavesdropping on Mai, hears her talking to his brother. He enters the room and tries to give Mai a surprise tummy ache. Mai quickly ends the call with her husband to hide what's happening. She then slaps Tsutomu, saying what he did was rude. Tsutomu stands his ground and says it's all his brother's fault for neglecting someone as beautiful as Mai. He tells her he would never leave her side if he were her husband. Tsutomu then says he doesn't want Mai to travel the lonely road of self-service. He offers to help satisfy her needs, but Mai is reluctant because she fears that she'll end up relying too much on him. Tsutomu says he doesn't mind, and the two finally let their true feelings take over. After that, Tsutomu keeps feeding his sister-in-law with some hearty meat until she gets a tummy ache. The next day, Kozu tells Mai that she looks radiant. Mai suddenly starts getting a tummy ache, causing Kozu to worry and ask if she's feeling all right. Nearby, Tsutomu plays with a magical remote which he uses to remotely trigger Mei's tummy ache. After hearing Mei say she's alright, Kozu asks where Tsutomu is. Mei says he's hanging around the shop somewhere. Not long after that, Tsutomu appears to greet everyone. Kozu immediately notices that the tension between Mei and Tsutomu the other day is gone. Mei sees Tsutomu trying to play with the magical remote again. She stops him because she thinks it's inappropriate in the workplace. Tsutomu asks if his brother has done such things before, and Mei says never, which makes him happy and want to enjoy it more. He takes Mei to the back and uses the remote again. It turns out he had Mei wear a device that is making her continuously experience the feeling of stepping on Legos. Mei then gets worried that she might no longer be able to stop herself from making weird sounds. So Tsutomu decides to cover her mouth to stop that from happening. Meanwhile, Kozu sees Tsutomu at the back of the store and gets closer to see what he's up to. She then gets shocked to discover what's really happening between Mei and Tsutomu. After their next night of pumping iron, Mei mentions that Kozu has been giving them the cold shoulder lately because she learned about their forbidden relationship. She blames Tsutomu's reckless behavior in the store, but he doesn't seem to care and is even excited by it. Mei then says that Kozu admitted she was jealous of their relationship. It turns out that Kozu was also a lonely wife because her husband was always busy at work. Mei adds that Kozu is actually working at the store to somehow get rid of her loneliness. Tsutomu immediately gets angry at Kozu's husband for neglecting a beauty like her. Since she feels sorry for her, Mei asks Tsutomu if he can go on a date with Kozu to make her loneliness disappear, and he immediately gets interested. Noticing that he's getting a little too excited, Mei tightens her grip on Tsutomu's leash, clarifying that he will only go on a date with her and nothing more. The next day, Tsutomu and Kozu go on a date. Their first stop is a public swimming pool, and Kozu attracts the attention of every guy in that place. Tsutomu makes her aware of what's happening, and she quickly gets embarrassed. However, Tsutomu manages to sweet-talk her into having a fun time during their stay there. Meanwhile, Mei is starting to get jealous and thinks what she suggested was a bad idea after all. By the night's end, Kozu suddenly feels sad it is over. Noticing this, Tsutomu says he'll stay with her longer and takes her to a hotel. Once there, he asks Kozu for a special sandwich, and since she's never made that one before, she asks for his guidance. Tsutomu didn't expect Kozu to be such a quick learner, so he quickly gets a stomachache. While they go to the shower to clean up, Tsutomu doesn't notice his phone ringing. It's Mei trying to check up on him since it's already late and he hasn't returned home yet. Mei realizes what's happening and starts feeling lonely and neglected again. After a night full of tummy ache-inducing exercise, Tsutomu returns home and finds Mei waiting. It seems she's been up all night because she was worried about him. Mei then calls Tsutomu out for giving Kozu a stomachache, but he plays dumb. As a result, Mei decides to squeeze the honesty out of him. Just when Tsutomu is about to have a tummy ache, Mei stops and says she won't let him. Much to her surprise, Tsutomu pulls a reverse card on her. It seems he realized she was lonely again and knew she needed the right kind of medicine. This time around, Tsutomu starts poking at the other entrance, which makes Mei feel weird at first. However, she eventually lets him in because she's already famished. The feast Tsutomu delivers naturally gives her another tummy ache. The next day, Kozu thanks Mei for setting up the date with Tsutomu. She also thanks Tsutomu himself for giving her a wonderful time during their date. When the boy leaves, Kozu immediately tries to apologize to Mei for what she did with Tsutomu. To her surprise, Mei says it's alright, and Tsutomu has already told her about what happened. After that, Kozu tells Mei that she wants to quit her job at the flower store, which leaves Mei shocked. The two girls talk, and Kozu reveals she's afraid of falling in love with Tsutomu if she continues working in the store. It seems she doesn't want to get in between Mei and Tsutomu's relationship. Since they've already become good friends, Mei suggests they should just be good girls and share Tsutomu, which shocks Kozu. Sometime later, Tsutomu receives a text from Mei that says she'll have a surprise waiting for him when he gets home. When Tsutomu returns home from school, He gets shocked to see Kozu in an apron greeting him at the door. He learns that the two girls have prepared a meal for them to enjoy that night. Tsutomu somewhat disappointedly asks if that was the entire surprise, and Mai says it's not. She pulls out her magic remote and uses it to trigger a tummy ache that sends Kozu to her knees. Clueless, Tsutomu asks what's going on, and Mai tells him that since he's such a good brother, she and Kozu have decided to share him. While surprised, Tsutomu is happy that all his hard work has finally paid off. The next thing you know, the two girls are already going for the 2v1 attack. Much to their surprise, Tsutomu is actually ready for it and easily handles both of them. Kozu is the first to go for the solo attack, and Mai patiently observes from the side. Mai is surprised to see Kozu acting in such a wild way and points it out to her. Kozu says that Tsutomu has awakened her true potential. When it's Mei's turn, they pull out the blindfold and rope props to make things spicier, and she loves it. Eventually, all three of them connect with each other and spend the rest of the night continuously giving each other the tummy aches they love so much. In the morning, Tsutomu wakes up successful in curing the loneliness of the two neglected wives. The three then happily greet each other a good morning before the two girls notice that something is rising from Tsutomu, and once again, it sure as hell isn't the shield hero. Mai then suggests they should just keep the flower shop closed for the day so they could treat Tsutomu's problem. Mai smiles, knowing she'll no longer be the lonely and neglected wife she was a few days ago.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Turn on notifications and leave a like. It really helps the channel.